What's the deal? 6:31 a.m. Thursday, February 7th, and I have some breaking news for y'all. Canopy Growth to invest up to 500 million in hemp production in US. And real quick, I just wanted to show y'all that Canopy Growth was down 7.46, right? And after this article came out, Canopy Growth is now at down 6.66. So it did go up a little bit. I may sell 150 shares of ACB and to put into Canopy Growth. Canopy Growth went up a little bit, and most of the other stocks went down. ACB went down. Yeah, they all went down. If as you could see, yeah, they all went down except Canopy Growth. Canopy Growth went up slightly. And here is the article. Exclusive: Canopy Growth to invest up to 500 million in hemp production in US states. Canopy Growth is planning to expand its investment in American cannabis. The Canada-based cannabis company previously announced an investment of 100 million to 150 million to process and produce hemp in New York after securing a license from the state's government officials in January. It now plans to increase the total investment in US hemp to up to 500 million by adding hemp production in Rhode Island and two to three other states in the US. Canopy Growth CEO Bruce Linton told Yahoo Finance, "We'll do it state by state right now because what has to happen is the state needs to regulate what is permissible for CBD," Linton said. "So we'll probably have 3 or 4 states that have big populations and progressive leadership who want to have hemp become part of their actual job creation industrial platform." The move to invest in a hemp processing facility in New York represented the company's first large push into cannabis extraction and processing outside of Canada. Now, the extended push into U.S. hemp production makes Canopy Growth one of the major companies focused on the space since the passage of the Farm Bill earlier this year made growing hemp legal at a federal level, though production oversight is still largely left to individual states to decide. Hemp, the cannabis sister species to marijuana, is coveted for its relatively higher concentration of CBD or cannabidiol, the non-psychoactive compound that can get users high like THC, that can't get users high like THC in marijuana, but is thought to alleviate a range of issues including anxiety and insomnia. CBD sales have steadily risen as use in creams, lotions, tinctures, and even beverages have gained popularity. Brightfield Group, a cannabis industry research firm, estimates that hemp-derived CBD market will grow to become a 22 billion market by 2022, but that's not all that interests Linton. I'll skip that little quote. Y'all can read that. Beyond the necessary sourcing of CBD for CBD infused beverages or other products, the reward that comes with being a major hemp processor at scale could also leave Canopy with usable byproducts. One separate hemp-focused startup is currently using hemp waste to produce plastics for cannabis companies' packaging. Oh, that's pretty neat. It's unclear if Canopy has similar plans, but it would seemingly be an efficiency boost for a company that operates entirely through the production chain from seed to sale. Pretty awesome. And I'll just play a little bit of this.
Super costly. Have a bunch of people that are underemployed, maybe by both salary and job type, and have a bunch of infrastructure that isn't used, which really means we want to be where someone used to be and a business left. And regrettably, there are chunks of New York State, particularly the southern tier area, which have a lot of that.
Yeah.
And so when you occupy those, you're both welcomed and smart. And so what we've done is we've selected a site. We'll announce that shortly, but we had a bunch signed up. And we'll try and get going where, the point then is we want farmers to prosper by growing hemp. We want to process it and convert it into finished goods.
And you mentioned CBD is going to be one of the big ones there, but in terms of where it goes from there, I mean, $100 to $150 million is a lot of money.
Yes.
But based on the fact that you've been working with a bunch of hemp advocates, the chairman of the National Hemp Association, I mean, in terms of actually building that out now beyond New York State, are there other states that will follow, and how much money are you actually expecting to pour into hemp?
Yeah, so we'll do it state by state right now, because what has to happen is the state needs to regulate what is permissible for CBD. Otherwise, it cascades to the federal, and we need to have more evidence to meet what the FDA wants, which we're working on. And so we'll probably have 3 or 4 states that have big populations and progressive leadership who want to have hemp become part of their actual job creation industrial platform. So, you can look around and you can probably guess, like, New York's a good one, and there's 2 or 3 others that aren't really totally captivated by marijuana, but hemp might be their entry. And so, before you know it, you might spend $500 million. But if you do it right, what you end up having is the first or the most reliably created products that if people want to get them, they know what they're getting, they can get the same thing again, there's no false claims. And so we think that there's a big consumer segment. And you can picture in your mind, you may be saying CBD, good, I like it in my coffee, because that appears to be a thing. But what you might actually want to know is how much, how often, if it's a sports recovery drink.
So it's not just moving to the States to get more hemp and CBD products, although, CBD is the big plus there with hemp.
Yeah.
But it's also the research from each state and the backing in terms of the governments there.
Yeah, so he said $500 million, more or less, is basically, he said that's what they're willing to invest at this point in the United States hemp market. So so CGC is back at minus 7.5. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a red day. I may try to get another 3%, around 3% off of my ACB, and I may possibly get into CGC also today. But yeah, all time, I'm up 14%, well, 14.3. Past year, I am up 24.14%. Past 3 months, I am down 10.3%. Past month, I am up 43.1%. Past week, I am up 9.7%. And right now, after hours, I am down 3.56%. And yeah, ACB is down 7.7, well, 7.5 now. CGC is down 7.5. Chronos is down 13.8. Afria is down 15.5%. Hexo is down 4.7. Tilray is down 6.8. And the ETF MG Alternative Harvest MJ is down 6.18. And that's all. Peace out. If you're new, subscribe. You won't be let down. And that's it. Peace out.